Hi, it's Seth from Citizens Disability, America's premier Social Security disability advocacy group. If you're watching this video, chances are either you or someone you care about has a condition called Degenerative Disc Disease, also known as DDD. And you're wondering if that disc disease can qualify a person for monthly disability benefits from Social Security. Today, I'm going to tell you all about it. Now, just like in our video about herniated discs, which you might have seen, when we talk about degenerative disc disease and discs in general, what we're talking about are spinal discs. And you can see what I mean right here. These discs sit in between the bones of your spine, which are called vertebrae, and their job is to both keep the bones together, but also to act as a kind of cushion for them. These discs work pretty hard, so they're built pretty tough. They have a rugged, elastic exterior called an annulus fibrosus and a softer, gel-like inside called a nucleus pulposus. And as an aside, if you've seen our video about herniated discs, you know that when a disc slips or becomes herniated, what's happened is that a tear has opened in that exterior and the softer, gel-like inside is getting squeezed out, which is exactly as horrifying as it sounds. And to be clear, it's not at all comfortable. Aside from the serious pain that can cause, a herniated disc can also disrupt the functions of the back, the arms, and the legs. Now, when we talk about degenerative disc disease, we're talking about a somewhat different kind of effect. And to be clear, the word disease isn't really 100% accurate. This is a natural condition that's usually just caused by age and repetitive stress, rather than, say, like a sickness or a virus. And what's happening is that rather than suffering a major tear, with DDD, one or more discs have deteriorated or broken down and worn thin or become brittle, so they can no longer provide the flex, the protection, and the cushioning your vertebrae need. And there's no denying it. This can also cause tremendous pain and weakness in your back. And it can also radiate pain and weakness to other parts of your body. So you might find it very difficult to bend or twist, to carry or sit or walk or lift, or even sleep. So the question, does degenerative disc disease qualify a person for monthly SSDI benefits? Well, the answer is yes, it most definitely can, but there's more to it than just having the diagnosis. In their manual, called Disability Evaluation under Social Security, the Social Security Administration lists a pretty wide variety of conditions, diseases, and illnesses that can qualify a person for SSDI benefits. This manual is also widely known and commonly referred to as the Blue Book. The Blue Book also lists specific criteria for each condition or impairment that they're looking for to see if a person will qualify as disabled. Degenerative disc disease is listed in the Blue Book in section 1.04, which deals with disorders of the spine, and it's just one of several different conditions in this section. When the SSA considers the application of a person with degenerative disc disease, there's a few different specific criteria that they're looking for to determine whether or not that person, quote unquote, meets the listing. Now, we've put the listing up on the screen over here, and it only takes a quick look to realize this is some pretty complicated stuff. Now, don't worry if some of this doesn't make sense to you. These listings and the in-depth criteria inside are written for medical professionals mostly, and for specially trained examiners who work for the Social Security Administration. What's important for you to know is that at the end of the day, what the SSA cares about is whether or not your conditions, also called medically determinable impairments, are severe enough that they will limit your functionality in a work setting. The question that the Social Security Administration is looking to answer is whether or not that degenerative disc disease rises to the level of what's called a severe impairment that is bad enough to prevent you from sustaining work for at least 1 year. The important thing to remember is that to qualify, an applicant doesn't have to meet that listing exactly, and they don't have to point to just one condition and say, hey, this is why I'm disabled. The SSA will consider all of your conditions together when they make their determination. So you may have multiple conditions, including degenerative disc disease, that combine to prevent you from sustaining work. So if the effects of your degenerative disc disease alone don't exactly meet the listing, don't worry. If they prevent you from sustaining work, you will qualify for monthly benefits. So, to sum it all up, while having degenerative disc disease is not a guaranteed approval for monthly SSDI benefits, it's definitely possible to qualify for SSDI depending on the severity of the deterioration and the effects that it's causing. Now, if you come to our website, www.citizensdisability.com, you'll see that we have information that explains what a severe impairment is and what it means to sustain work from the point of view of the Social Security Administration. We also have articles that will explain other important parts of the qualification process, such as work credits, date last insured, etc. We strongly suggest you check those out too. And again, please, the one most important thing to remember here is that you don't necessarily need to have just one condition that meets the Blue Book definitions exactly. It's whether or not your condition or conditions combined will rise to the level of a disability that matters. Now, if you or someone you care about is thinking about filing a claim for Social Security disability insurance benefits, we highly encourage you to read some of the articles on our website. They will explain the qualification and application process. We also highly recommend that you contact a qualified specialist disability advocate, like us for instance, to help you with your application to make sure you have the best chance at getting approved. And if you're ready to take the next step, if you'd like to see if we can help you, please visit us anytime at www.citizensdisability.com or call us 24/7 at this number here to my left. At Citizens Disability, we've helped hundreds of thousands of people with their claims since 2010. No one in America handles more SSDI claims than we do. Now, I hope this video answered your questions about degenerative disc disease and disability benefits. I hope to see you for another video sometime soon. But until then, I'll just say, hey, thanks for watching.